Hello and welcome back to the next episode. Now, after fighting the aliens in space and on Earth in regards to capturing one, we are now on the 16th of July, a new orc phase has begun and two orcs popped up which are going to be interesting. So, we have the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. And this one is particularly interesting because it costs me 140 money per month, which is a lot, but it offers me 3 mission control and 3 investigation, 3 command, 2 science, and 1 security, plus a small welfare bonus. Welfare is in this campaign definitely interesting, so we can fix up our Sheena here massively. We moved one 1-star orc out of here, and we're going to plug this one in. It's going to be a massive boost here, and we are now in fact at 27 investigations, so we can move 2 out, which is this one. We can probably sell it in fact, because these ones are relatively common. And now we are still at 25, of course. We can consider buying even more stuff. We could put, for example, this one in, which gives us another 2 security, which isn't bad on her. Let's do this in fact, plus 2 projects. That's good. And now I want to go to our officer here, exactly, because the US Special Forces group here, giving us plus 3 ops income, quite useful. He's our main ops income anyway. Plus 1 command and plus 2 security. So we could consider to play around a little bit here. So we are currently only at 24 espionage, but we are going to get cybernetics at some point. So yeah, relatively soon in fact. And then we could just buff him with that stat. So the question rather is, what could we remove here to move this one in? So of course we could remove the... I know it has an espionage as well. Astra gives 2 command. But we could remove this one, for example, because investigation on him is not a priority. This one is, however, nice to have stored away. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then let's get rid of this one, and we stole this anyway. And then we can purchase this one. So now we are pretty good in regards to that. We do also have some experience points saved up here. That's good. And I do think that's all we can optimize right now. I mean, there are some minor things like this one, which is okay, but it's not worth the points right now. This one also is probably not worth it, even though it offers 2 MC. Probably not good. So I think that's all we can do in regards to orcs. Now we have some too much here. Let's just get rid of this one here. Does anyone else have experience? No, only the officer, but we are going to keep this for the moment. And now we can continue here. And now we're already at only -4, which is significantly less. What else we want to do here?
Standing by for orders.
We can invest into funding. Let's say we have 300. Yeah, we have 300 influence that we could invest. Funding here would cost 12.5, would give us 15 per year. And here it would cost us 10 for 12. So 20% more cost, 25% more cost for... Yeah, it's basically linear. Let's check here. Cost 13 for 13. Okay, this one is just more expensive for whatever reason. So we could just do the funding here, in fact. Yeah, we can... I don't know, 300, so let's do 300. 288, sounds fine. which would increase our funding by, let's see, we have 85.8, and now we are at 140. That's like plus 30 income. Oh, I'm not going to complain. 30 income is 30 income for free, and it will not go away ever. So it can also not be spoiled or anything. I think that's quite decent. And yeah, what else do we want to do? Of course, we're going into transnational coordination. In fact, I want to... Yeah, let's finish up this one in the next mission phase, and then we have the increased points here. And here, I'm not going to push any of these techs, but I want to pay attention here so that we can grab them. Everything else is we are going to lay low. So because we have extremely high aggression right now, and even if we find another agent, we might not want to take it out right now. But let's see. Until then, we are just going to do a major time jump here, probably at least 2, 3, 4 mission phases, unless something important happens. And yeah, that's going to be it, more or less. Also, if someone was wondering why am I not taking out the... Wait a second. Ah no, here it is. We don't have one. Why we didn't take out the servant agent? Like, why didn't we remove him permanently? The one we stole from had 0 native admin, so she needs admin orcs to buy any other orc. And that's of course very nice if we have people like that on the servants, because they will not get strong very quickly that way, and we can just keep an eye on them. And yeah, let's just keep going here. Here we have some mission phases in. We are now in the mid of September. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, Alex did I miss? And basically, that's all looking good here. So interesting. Let's get you do some advising, probably. Yeah, you already have 25 admin by now. So either we could advise... Yeah, let's advise here in Mexico, in fact. To keep Mexico growing. We're going to try to take another servant agent out. Just because we can. And oh yeah, we are already locked in on this one, so nobody can beat us here. We can get beaten here, and we could theoretically get beaten here. No, probably not. That's too far also.
I will help them.
No, basically, I'm going to try to take another point here in China, because on the next mission phase we are going to...
We've got some intel on our target.
Perfect. Continue.
Target neutralized.
And gone. He had like 14 orcs or something, so that's something I didn't want to keep around. So let them hire someone new.
What the doctor means is that he has convinced Adam.
I should have paid attention. I should have paid attention. I should pay attention to these signs here. And probably someone is trying to... Okay, transnational thing here is done. Perfect. And now we can go into Hydra language here. That's something we need. I want to finish common course as well. And we should pay attention that we don't lose this one as well. So let's also focus on that. Yeah, and
Our presence is growing.
there we go. That's point 4 here. We are going to repeat here. And of course we are going to adjust our priorities here. But in the end... Perfect, another army. Because we're going to abandon Kazakhstan here. As soon as we want to. As soon as we have gotten the next point here. And then we just need to find another 40... Well, another 40 control points, which I'm not 100% sure where to get right now. But there will be a solution for this, I'm sure. So, let's have a look here quickly. No, nothing changed. XP we can get. Yeah, here. Ooh. Let's save them for the moment. Or can we upgrade? What do we need? Senior Doctor is 40. And Elder Statesman is also 60 already. Yeah, I definitely want the Senior Doctor here. It's maybe worth saving up for.
Ready for my mission.
So basically, yeah, we are going to continue searching for people.
Surveilling target.
Ready to go.
And that's more or less what we are going to do now,
Taking
currently.
it to them.
Just securing China, stabilizing, and wait for the next ship in December. Okay, here we are at the end of October. We are going for the last point in China, even though we don't really have the capacity. And we are going to finish a global tech here.
And yet here we are.
So, we definitely want to push quantum computing now, but we also want railguns. So let's start with railguns first. And Fall of Empires will also be ours. And we also want, of course, management research here.
Target secured.
And now the big question is, what can we do to avoid losing too much influence here? Okay, Kazakhstan, the first one is
We've got
gone.
our people
There
in
we go.
place.
So we are now at minus 69, which is a bit too much. But we will be fine. And now let's get to the end mission. Mission phase here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So first act of the new thing here is that we are going to unrival the United States. Perfect. And then we are going to ally as soon as possible. Now, what can we do to fix our minus influence? First of all, of course, we are going to get +5 here. That's good. We might want to do another one. It's going up in +1k, so the next one would be 3000. Probably fine to do as well. We also can do is see if we can optimize stuff here. So what does add to it? Administration, command, and persuasion. We can't get persuasion from the cybernetics implants, but we can get persuasion from the experience here. And we could buy a force tracker here. And basically that's the principle we want to use here now. 26 in fact, so if we go here... Yeah, we want to keep this for the doctor upgrade. We could give him as well a force tracker here. We can give her a force tracker as well. What's the scrambler? Ah, doesn't count. And we can... He already got everything. Yeah, and the admin doesn't really help us here right now. We could, however... Oh, we can't. Oh no, these are good things. We could give him... Yes, let's do Survivor Infect. So we are already down to minus 45. That's good.
I'm here.
Our guy here, of course, continues
Going
to
in hot. I'm here.
remove plants here.
Where do you need me?
We don't want to sabotage the academy, in fact. In fact, we should maybe trade with them. But I want to see
Eyes on target.
who is here.
What's the op?
Let's do one trade with the academy, in
Initiated
fact, and
contact.
bribe them somehow. Because we need
Reaching
parental
out.
relation now.
Your
We are
petty
probably-
acts of violence are
Aw.
of no consequence.
Yes. Ooh, they have solid... Ooh. I want the solid core reactor project. I'm not going to take this. But we could offer them, like, boost. No? Maybe we just remove 75, maybe? That would be fair. That would also be fair. Getting this one would already be quite nice. Okay, let's give them both projects here for the reactor tech. We could also, wait a second, we could consider giving them some metal, like 100, 500, no, 750, no, not working, what do then? There are so many stations. Okay, then we just grab the latest one. The trade. And improving our relations a little bit. And we are going to repeat this one. Gas core, fission reactor, all fine. I need to check the drives, and now we are already at -8, so that's perfect. We are, although almost 40 over limit, but doesn't hurt too much right now. And so, Hydro language is going to be one of the most important ones, and then we want to get to the next agent, and of course we want to find the last one on Earth, of course, the last alien agent, or the last two. Now, what might be interesting to see is, are the aliens doing something? This arrival still, and that's it for the moment, so not too worried. And on Chernobyl we have a mothership right now, but no fleet transports or similar yet. So let's skip ahead a bit, probably until the ship arrives, and then we can wrap up this episode. Okay, here we are at the end of December. I have done some small changes to, for example, China. I'm going into welfare and knowledge right now to increase that education score a little bit, to pump these numbers up here, because that's going to be nicely felt in our global research. Similar, I'm also investing a bit more into knowledge here in the US again, also to get this higher. Squeeze out a little bit more research, because we are now at 49. Mission control, I don't need that much yet, so we have a little bit of room there. And also, like, Canada is unchanged, and Mexico is, I think, also unchanged. I'm still buffing economy here, because when I merge this, the difference between 67k and 18k, or almost 19k, is definitely being felt. Although it is only 1/3 of the population, but we're still going to drop like 40, 50k or something. So, now we know that there is a ship arriving, so let's continue with that. Also, our influence is again positive, because we are almost at -36 now. That's good.
The LZ is secure.
But there are not too many things we can do to improve. Meanwhile, I noticed that I made a mistake on my Mars 2 base, so I built a solar panel there. Of course, then I didn't have enough energy. I didn't notice that before, but I was thinking about, why do I have that little fissile income? I know that I picked one. 2 days is too long, but we can just, yeah, 0.14 kps for 5 hours, that's fine. Let's go. It does Earth surveillance. Interesting, it doesn't even crash, but everything is unacceptable here. So engage, and let's go. Same procedure as last time. And I don't expect any any bigger differences in results here, because it's the same class, so it has the same weapons. And the next ship moves here too, and there we go. There we go. That's it. End of battle. And hopefully they are not too angry about it. Destroyers are not the smallest ships they have, so there we go. Again, 0.11 exotics. Nice. And of course we go back to shipyard and refuel and resupply. Perfect. Yeah, nicely done. We can now Ah, I didn't pay attention. I wanted this. But yeah, okay, it's fine. I want hydro language more, I guess. Quantum computing is pushing. It's all good. Also, I'm going for skunkworks because we could consider now to squeeze in another station, and there we could put some skunkworks in, which are increasing our research speed, of course. So ideally, we can fit at least 6 skunkworks maybe to get to 100% project here. Project speed. That would be massive. That's something for the next episode, basically. Because here I'm going to make a cut.
Taking into
And just
At
one
your
last thing.
service.
We are going to try
Your
next
orders.
episode to flip Isabella here, which is servant. So maybe we can make her our spy. Loyalty is 8. Yeah, of course.
We'll bring them to our side.
Still, that's something we are
Yeah.
going to try. And
Where
where
to?
is she exactly? Here. Is it worth sabotaging some kind of project here? Maximum effort, it's okay. We could sabotage transnational coordination, we could do this later as well. So we are not in a hurry here. I mean, resistance and academy is fine for me, more or less. If they progress technology-wise. Initiative, protectorate, exodus, and servants I'm going to be a little bit more careful about. Our current relations are tolerance, tolerance, war, obviously, tolerance, tolerance, and in conflict. That's, for me, fine, as it is. And wait a second, resource-wise, we are... Look at that, we are not even that... Interesting. The resistance is really strong. Also, they have a nice income here. Really nice. Decent research. Academy has a good research. Servants has too much, but they have India. And that's something we are going to change. Servants are going to be our main target early on here. Also, we are going to probably steal all stations that are in Earth orbit from the servants relatively soon. So... Oh, it's only one. Okay, Academy has a lot here. A lot of labs and so on. I mean, good job. I really like that. I really like that. In fact, we should, before we finish here, we need one more thing which we should unlock relatively soonish, and that's better research. So we are looking for the institute here, especially, for example, the Social Science Institute here. And the Social Science Institute, oh no, not the institute, we are looking for the centers, or center, this one. So the Social Science Research Center. Yeah, quantum computing. So I was correct that this one was on the path. We do need direct space research, and that's it. Okay, so after quantum computing, we can in fact pick this one, which would be nice, and we then need quantum encryption afterwards, also for the getting towards the next agent. And then we have the better stations. These ones are very critical because then we have the best research bonuses quite fast. And we do need a slightly better drive, which I need to investigate for our railgun based ships. But right now nothing is coming towards Earth, which is of any kind of problem here. So yeah, it's all fine. Of course, the fleet strength is something we have to keep in mind. But we are only at 1st of January 27, and we are doing really good progress here. We do have 2 superpowers under our control. And yeah, I'm not sure how much full points we are going to get through the later quests in the storyline, because I never played Humanity First. But depending on what we get there, we either go for a quick Pan-Asian combine here to gobble up all the population here, which would go up to like 2.5 billion or something, which is massive if we can fix that from a global climate perspective, but also from a knowledge perspective. And of course the American project which we want to do. And then we already have to consider what else we want to take as a super state. We could grab India from the servants, which is only, and I say only, 125 points, so that's relatively cheap. But of course it's not that easy to break. So even if we were, for example, to minus 64 democracy, coup d'etat is unlikely here, but maybe something like a crackdown. 25 versus almost 50. We could erode the public support, of course. Then this would be... they are pushing unity quite hard, and there's, I think, a religion point, right? Corporations, religion here. Against a religion point, you basically don't have a chance with public opinion. I mean, you could also conquer it if you want to. Or we increase unrest until the coup d'etat from its own, which would be more funny in fact. So we make public opinion, public unrest missions, which probably are easy, right? Yeah, that's a lot easier if we want to do this. So we could erode the popular support and then just crash them with unrest missions, and then it will flip on its own. It would be an option, an interesting option, in fact. Yeah, let's see how we want to continue here. First of all, we try to get into the servants, and of course then we can consider, depending on how many control points we get from our missions here, if breaking India is an option. Because India of course also has the Greater India option, which is also like 2 billion people, and then we would have about, with the Pan-Asian combined, like 50% of the Earth population already in our hand relatively early, and then everything is more than fine. Well, leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.